So what's going on? It's been a minute since I shot a podcast. And I want to say the reason being is because I've watched all these videos from people and they're telling you what you need to do, how you need to do it. You need to have a light in the back, light in the front, 45-degree angles, all this stuff. And to tell you the truth, it started stressing me out. I started thinking that in order to create content, I had to do it really perfect. I had to be this personality that people would appreciate. I couldn't say things like or and have spaces and things like that, and it just made it really hard. And I felt like I started talking like I was mechanical, more like a robot, less like a person. And that's not what I really wanted this to be about. I said to myself, all these people that are telling you online what you need to do, how you need to do it, I don't think it's wrong. I mean, I think it's important. Try to shoot the best video footage that you can. Try to have really clean audio because all that stuff matters. You know, make sure you have lighting. Make sure that your desk is clean and whatnot. But I mean, I can't hide wires. I can't make some crazy studio and have it all soundproof and things like that. I mean, maybe it will take time. You know, I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm just a regular dude. I'm just trying to put out content, just trying to share my experiences of my journey, and hopefully that people can appreciate it. I feel like there's all these people online and they're internet gurus in their own way. They tell you exactly, what they did or what they think that you should do. And I just don't know if that applies to everyone. I mean, for myself, I don't think it did. I think I'm just who I am, and I've tried their way, and honestly, as a robot of myself, I don't think I can get views, and I don't even think people would want to listen. But I think as myself, I'm just a regular person, and I hope that someone out there can appreciate that there's a regular person trying to do this regular thing, talking about real world experience from a regular perspective. It's just, I'm just a regular guy. I guess, that's the point of why I haven't been putting out content on the podcast. I just felt so nervous about it. I felt like, I could never make it as good as it deserved to be. And I think I was cheating myself because really, the only thing is that it's you and you're putting yourself out there, and no one can really tell you on YouTube how to be you. You can only be you. Like, you've been doing it for so many years. For me, I've been doing it over 40 years being myself. So I'm going to have these weird little facial expressions and things I do with my hands and say different things. And I'm probably going to say the same line over and over again in every video. That's just the way it is. And if you want to appreciate that, then, like, follow, share, subscribe, whatever they call it. And that's just what it is. So enough of that. So I don't know if you guys know, but I have a clothing brand. It's called Human Catalyst, and that's kind of how I started doing these videos. I'm not a person to necessarily want to do videos, but what happened was, as a brand, I feel like you need to put yourself out there. If you want people to pay attention, you have to command for their attention. You can't just let people find you. I don't think it really happens like that anymore with the Explore page and things like that. I mean, randomly you do. That's how I kind of think Reels kind of put a new breath of fresh air into what we do as creatives, I guess. Even that thing, like a creative. I mean, I think I've always been a creative person, but I would have to say, like, in the last year or so, I would definitely consider myself more so a content creator than anything else. As you have a brand, you got to make content, you got to put stuff out there, and you got to speak your mind, and you got to command attention. Like, that's what it is. Everyone's just fighting for attention. So, I would go online and I would search for how to make reels, how to make my reels blow, how to make people come back to my store, how to sell more through using videos, and just all these searches. And I realized I don't think anyone knows what they're really talking about. There's all these people that are gurus. They're telling you all these different things, and I think at the end of the day, the real things that matter I think you need to make good quality content. I think you need to think about what you're doing. I think it requires like man hours of just how you do it. I mean, I think you have to learn how to make good videos. I think you have to learn how to use your camera. You got to learn how to like wipe the lens, and you got to learn how to clean your backdrop, what different microphones do, what lighting does, things like that. There's so much into it. All of that stuff matters, but there isn't going to be some like magic button that you press and then all of a sudden just everything works and it blows up. There are some people out there that are really phenomenal at what they do, and they somehow have that X factor and they can make that work. But for the most part, I think most people don't have that. They're just regular people trying to figure it all out. And honestly, it takes time. Go on like your favorite YouTuber's page and go back to their very first video, if they still kept it. And you'll see at the very beginning, they probably sucked, and they probably sucked really bad. But little by little, they just got better and better. And that's kind of, I think, how the views happen, how the content gets better. It's because you do it every day. Like for me, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And even now, I still don't have any idea what I'm doing. I dropped some videos and the audio sucks so bad. Even this one, I'm hoping that it works, but I don't know enough about video and audio to be like a professional and tell you how to do it. I really don't know. I just watch all these videos and just try to get little pieces of it. But honestly, none of that can tell me how I'm gonna blow up. I don't even know if I ever will blow up. But the fact is, I gotta keep trying, and you gotta keep on putting in work and just get better and better every day. Like keep on chipping away at it. It's depressing because especially like with social media and YouTube, you're talking about view counts of like sometimes sad, like 10 views, maybe 100 views. And sometimes like some things like shorts and stuff, because they're only giving you 10 seconds of their life, you know, you'll hit thousands and stuff. But you compare that to these people like, you know, Mr. Beast or Sniper Wolf, whatever, anyone that's a YouTuber or something like that, or even these heavy IG accounts, and you'll trip out. Like they got, you know, 2 million subs or 450,000 people that follow them, and somehow they get thousands of people to like their post, you know. But and it's kind of insane like that. But if you think about it, they've put in the work, and who knows, I don't know, maybe they have a team of people helping them, but they all started out probably by themselves, and they just got better and better at what they did. They didn't get there like automatically. I think that's extremely rare if you could do it. But I think all of us go online and we're all fed this dream like that's how it works, and I honestly just don't think it does. But I don't know. So I guess this podcast is to kind of let you know how I plan to podcast in the future in order to be more consistent and I guess accountable. I can't be this robot that knows everything or knows how to do it. All I can do is just, if I got something in my head, I have to let it out because it just drives me crazy. And I think about it all the time. And I have no problem sharing it, and I have no problem discussing it. So I feel like this is the best platform for that. And if it's interesting to you, these are the kind of topics that it'll be. Like, I'm a creative guy. I'm into art. I'm into design. I'm trying to learn how to do videos because honestly, it's fun. And it's so impressive what people can do with the camera. Just as a business, I had to try to learn how to do videos, and I think this is all part of it. So I don't know if I'll ever talk about that, but I also have a family. I come from a special needs family. I have a son with special needs. And I'm also from a blended family. Like, my life is just kind of different. I didn't grow up with two parents. You know, my parents were divorced, but my mom passed away when I was a teenager. And I think that's played a big role in my life. You know, I've lost a few friends along the way. Some of them just like relationship-wise, but some of them lost their lives and they're gone. And that also plays a role. So aside from art and aside from design and just whatever, this is kind of like the podcast of just my life and me being me. I can't do it anymore. I can't try to pretend to be this guy that is some special guy or guru that knows everything. I don't know anything. I really don't. I've been walking this life, or I've been walking this earth for a long time, and I really don't have many answers for a lot of things, except I do know some stuff along the way that I had to learn hard lessons from. And I hope that I could share them. I hope that I can inspire you if you're a creative, or even if you're just a regular person just trying to create things, that you don't have to be this person that they tell you need to be. That may work for some people and it may work for what you're trying to do, but I honestly, I run a business, but I'm not a businessman. I'm not like just out for money and all that. I really appreciate people. I really appreciate the conversations that I have with people. And I'm honestly trying to figure things out and grow. I'm interested in what people do. I'm interested in their talents. I'm interested in picking up more talents and figuring things out. And that's just what I'm about. That's what it is. So this is Path to Higher Purpose. I am trying to find my higher purpose ultimately. And the only way I'm going to do that is by being truthful to myself, trying to stay in my own path, in my own lane. There are things that we're going to have in common along the way, but some big YouTuber's path may not be my path. I think it's the same way for everything. You know, don't get confused with someone else's life thinking that you need to copy that. I don't think that's the case. I think it's really you learning how to appreciate yourself and to be you and to be comfortable with that. And I think people will appreciate it. But that's it for now. This is Path to Higher Purpose. And again, I'm just trying to figure out my purpose. And hopefully you guys stick around. Hopefully you guys come with. And one day, I hope to meet you, shake your hand, appreciate you checking out this channel. And that's about it. Till next time.